coming fast. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
In 1993, World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to scare some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I've no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I...
Leading up to September 11, 2001, the date, the numbers 9 and 11, were foreshadowed many times in the media by these people, appearing on clocks, dials, dates on paperwork, and countless other ways. Here we'll look at just some of the analog clocks with the hands either directly or almost directly pointing to 9 and 11, or pointing to 11 minutes past 9, that were purposely shown in movies and on television between 1978 and 2001. Superman, released 23 years before the crime in 1978. The clock behind Clark Kent shows the time just before 9:11 a.m. Another clip from Superman, 1978, entirely different day in the movie, clock hands pointing to exactly 11 minutes past 9. Trading Places, 1983, the clock on the wall has its hands pointing at 9 and 11. Twilight Zone, the movie, 1983. The clock with the spinning hands in the opening credits shows 9 and 11 on the dial right before it flies off the screen. Rambo 2, 1985. Clock behind two men in the movie shows 9 and 11. Mannequin from 1987. Clock behind the actors shows 11 minutes past 9. Awakenings from 1990. Clock behind those bars has the hands set closest to 9 and 11. Same movie, Awakenings, different clock, 11 minutes after 9. The Fisher King from 1991. Camera pans up to a clock on the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company Tower in Manhattan. Hands at 9 and 11. The Distinguished Gentleman from 1992. 11 minutes after 9. Same movie, different clock, same time, 11 minutes after 9. The Paper from 1994. Man looks at his watch and the hands are at 9 and 11 on the dial. LA Confidential from 1997. Clock on the wall clearly shows 9 and 11. X-Files episode called MAGIX from 1997. Camera shows a watch with the hands closest to 9 and 11. Another X-Files episode entitled Synchrony from the same year. Very clear shot of a clock shows 9 and 11. Godzilla, 1998. Man looks at his watch. Hands are at 9 and 11. The 13th Floor from 1999. Clock on the wall has the minute hand closest to 9 and the hour hand closest to 11. Another X-Files episode called NME. Hour hand closest to 9 and minute hand closest to 11. Maze, movie from 2000. Camera shows a night table with 2 clocks. The analog clock clearly shows 11 minutes past 9. Someone Like You, released in 2001. Clock hands pointing to 9 and 11. This next to last clock is in the background of a commercial that played on television the morning of 9/11 at 8:46 a.m., the same moment that the attacks on the towers began. It's an Entenmann's advertisement starring Whoopi Goldberg. Notice the time on the clock behind her. Meanwhile, in New York,
Begin.
Listen, we got to put something together in a hurry, all right? Yeah, where's Frank? All right, we'll give him a 911, okay? Get a beat-up car for him.
The worst terrorist bombing in the United States in the past 5 years took place on this site earlier today.
Beirut came to Brooklyn today on the worst terrorist bombing in the United States since Oklahoma City. Took the lives of more than 25
Authorities are
people.
withholding the names of those.
911. Emergency operator 56.
Stop it! I cannot handle this paranoid conspiracy crap.
Guess what? It is a conspiracy. Okay, pause it right there. My turn to drive?
Give me the page.
What are you talking about?
Jump from page 9 to page 11. Where's page 10?
Reynolds Thomas Bryan, born 9/11/40. Attended Episcopal School, DCBA. Reynolds Thomas Bryan, born 9/11/40. Attended Episcopal School, DCBA.
9 pounds, 11 ounces. That's perfect, perfect.
Trade Center bombing.
The female underage in a motel by the Dallas Police Department on September 11, 1960.
For them to learn to be a part of this black art, they were to learn to write backwards with either hand, learn to walk backwards, let him constantly watch, if convenient, cinemagraph films. Now listen, and listen to phonograph records reversed, and let him so accustom himself that they appear natural and appreciable as a whole. Let him practice speaking backwards, for thus I am he. Let him say, Ema I. Let him learn to read backwards, and then at the end it says, and of his own ingenium let him devise other methods.
Le groupe Dépêche Mode filmé sur une des...
Something awfully screwy going on around here.
Why don't you tell Santa what you want for Christmas?
A pony and a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope. And a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope.
But only if we finish all our homework. Huh?
Hark! What's that? Look! It's the towers! They're falling!
Find something? Yeah, I wound up in some government think tank's upload directory. Here's your scenarios, ladies.
These look like counterterrorism scenarios, war games developed for the Defense Department.
What's scenario 12D?
Airline terrorism? That doesn't make sense. Your father was murdered over a war game?
Download it. What is scenario 12D? We know it's a war game scenario, that it has to do with airline counterterrorism. Why is that important enough to kill for?
Because it's no longer a game.
If some terrorist group wants to act out this scenario, why target you for assassination?
Depends on who your terrorists are.
The men who conceived of it in the first place. You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction. Is your plan? I still think we should call in a bomb threat. Let the FBI deal with this.
Said yourself, we don't know the full extent of this conspiracy. We can't trust any government official. Our only hope is to get on that plane. Find anything?
The luggage hole's clear if this thing can be trusted. What'd you do, make it with your erector set?
You're absolutely sure that this is the targeted flight?
This flight was chosen primarily for its visibility. It's scheduled to pass over Manhattan on its way to Boston.
You said they intend to bring this down in the middle of New York City? What if there is no bomb?
Well, how are they going to bring it down?
Same way a dead man can drive a car.
What the heck's that? Is that what it looks like? I think it is what it looks like.
What does what look like?
Modem protocols. Remote access. Somebody on the ground's flying your plane.
Bogey, sir. Keep your course. I need to know our flight plan.
I'm mapping the data now.
Byers, your flight's gonna make an unscheduled stop in exactly 22 minutes.
Corner of Liberty and Washington. Lower Manhattan.
World Trade Center. I'm going to crash the plane into the World Trade Center.
I'll tell the flight crew.
I'm going to crash the plane into the World Trade Center.
I'll tell the flight crew.
I'm going to crash the plane into the World Trade Center.
I'll tell the flight crew.
Muhammad Amrullah. What are you thinking?
No. I don't think she's lying. I think that if you prepare people well enough to believe a lie, they will believe it as if it were true. They will believe it as if it were true. They will believe it as if it were true. I don't think she's lying. I think that if you prepare people well enough to believe a lie, they will believe it as if it were true. They will believe it as if it were true. They will believe it as if it were true.
The Twin Towers, gentlemen, is this the match you wanted all along, or are you going to continue your terrorist attack? Terrorist attack, and it's going to supercharge the mega powers and tear down the Twin Towers, and tear down the Twin Towers, and tear down the Twin Towers. And Hulk Hogan, that pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come crumbling down.
But when the mega powers, the strongest force in the universe, goes against the Twin Towers, and you're gonna see the Twin Towers come crumbling down, yeah!
Here's the last 9/11 clock in this series, and the most important. You're about to see a scan of a Newsweek magazine. The cover picture is of a man sitting in an office window, his watch prominently displayed. When the watch is flipped over to the way that the man would see it when it's on his arm, hands are pointing directly at 9 and 11. The second hand is even positioned exactly at the 11 mark on the dial. Here's a close-up of that watch. What separates this foreshadowing from the rest is the fact that this magazine is from back in April of 1967, less than 1 year after the construction of the World Trade Center towers began. And the man wearing the watch is the person who made sure they got built. His name, David Rockefeller. We're on the verge of a global transformation. All we need is the right major crisis. The nations will accept the New World Order.
What kind of business are you in?
We predict the future. The best way to predict the future is to invent it.
Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready. Kid. Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. What word? Kid. Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready. Steel. What word? Steel. Yes, steel. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Playing. Yes, playing. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kit. Yes, kit. Get ready. Steel. Yes, steel. Get ready. Playing. Yes, playing. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from under your seat. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 153.
What kind of business are you in?
We predict the future. The best way to predict the future is to invent it.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
I don't think she's lying. I think that if you prepare people well enough to believe a lie, they will believe it as if it were true. They will believe it as if it were true.
I know you and your friends are fighting for the American dream. Just don't expect to win.